Oh, awesome. My cam's not working. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope your week's been well. Let me get this camera thing sorted out. I didn't test it before stream like I usually do. I don't know why. And obviously it's no worky. Hopefully I don't have to restart OBS to do this, but we're going to try this anyway. What's up, Drizzy? How you doing? Welcome in. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to restart this cam link here and hopefully this fixes it. Okay, well, that really pissed it off for a second, so my bad. Doing good, brother? That's good to hear, man. Let me, let's see if this fixed it. Did not fix it. Let's see. Deactivate, reactivate. There I am. What's up, guys? Why is my camera so low? Why is it cutting off my head? I need a haircut. Hope you guys are doing good, though, man. Hope your week went well. Happy Friday. It's the weekend, y'all. We're chilling. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Satisfactory. I got some projects that I'm working on within our dedicated server. I want to start working on. You can see kind of in the title, we got, we're looking at trains and centralized storage and getting through phase 3. So, up sexy beast. Okay. You mean, I need a haircut, bro. I meant to ask you earlier if you wanted to do it earlier, but that's my wife, y'all. She's obviously needs new glasses, but that's cool. Like, look at this little piece of hair, like right there. Like, why does that grow right there? Anyways, that's enough of that. All right. I went to unplug the cam link from the computer, and I have a really loose HDMI on this on the streaming rig going to the 1080 Ti, and it pulled that too. So it like the PC completely freaked out for a minute. So I do apologize for that. Hang on for just I got to do something too. Okay, done. All right, I think we're all set now, though. Dude, this was a crazy week. Usually I stream on Thursday nights. That didn't happen this week because, I don't know, man. I could have streamed. I'm not going to lie to you, but Mama Goof was coming home and, you know, I just didn't. Why is Abby licking the... What the hell is wrong with that dog? Why? That's disgusting. That is really disgusting. Because I'm going to have to touch that thing when I take it out, and now it's going to be all slobbery. But we got to figure out if that thing is available locally, if we need to order it. Also, I found it on the website, but not on the Lowe's site. But I didn't look either, so... But anyways, guys, Satisfactory is going to be... Oh, Abby is our dog. Abby is not a child. Based on the way Mama Goof just stated that, you would think that our child, Abby, was licking the ladder. That was not a human. That was a dog. Okay. Oh, man, this thing messed up my... My PC is jacked now because of this stupid thing. It thinks my screen is in horizontal and it's not, but it's got the orientation of my mouse all messed up. I gotta figure out if there's a way to fix this. I locked the PC. Hopefully this is enough. No, it did not fix the orientation, which is blocking my chat, and I can't get to where I can unblock the chat. Wonderful. Well, I was going to, I know Mama Goof got first. Drizzy was here, Linux, and Mama Goof. So I can't really scroll this to see the rest because everything has to be screwed up right when I start stream. It was fine before. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, why does it do that? But anyways, I'm not gonna worry about it. I could work around this. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing just the batteries because every time I've wired something in this house, it's like when I did the doorbell and then when I did the thermostat, it was like it was not easy and it was nearly a failure because of it. So I'm thinking we just stick to the battery ones. And plus the hardwire ones have a battery in it, which is more expensive to replace if it goes out anyway. So it's like, it's like a rechargeable battery. So I'm thinking we might as well just just stick to the battery ones. I saw that they also have their own app too, but anyways. All right, y'all. Satisfactory it is. Let me close down my screen here because I'm tired of staring at myself. You got a fresh PC here. Is that not even working? My gosh, man. This is not cool. Okay. This may be a quick fix. Song requests are on, guys. Oh, you guys 5 beans. Maybe tonight. We'll see. I have turned this hang on. I gotta fix something here without doxing myself because this stupid computer is not doing what I tell it to do. We're going back to this one. Okay. Like I tell it not to do like the weather thing or the widgets and all that stuff, and every time I reboot it, it doesn't save the settings. I don't know why. It's getting darn right frustrating. Okay, I think I got it. Fortunately, it would have just showed you my place I used to live, not where I live now. So that's kind of a good thing, I guess, but still. Why can't it just like save my settings and do what it's supposed to do? I don't know. And then I'm having a lot of technical issues the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. I know part of it's that Windows update like jacked up stuff, but it's supposedly only jacked up from what I read, like PCs that are using BitLocker are like breaking. Welcome back from the ads. I didn't realize ads were going. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We just watched the ads. All right. Satisfactory. Let's move you guys back over here. I thought about doing Windrose tonight. And then I thought about doing Truck Sim. And then I have 5 keys on Keymailer I got to get to also. And I think one of them expires next week as far as redeeming it. But I think the actual content deadline's like a couple of months out. I think it's the closest one too. So actually, I think we have 7 keys now. I keep getting more keys, which is not a bad thing, right? So hopefully we keep getting those and we could show off some games here. But also still play the stuff we like, you know? All right, so... All right. Wow, we're almost... So we're getting close on phase 3. So we're still building... So why is this... This is missing smart plating. All right, we got to do something here, chat. So we're really close on phase 3. I'm going to dump my stuff in here. Like I said, song requests are on, guys. If you like a song, play a song. It's so we're gonna like combine all of these. This is actually a pretty cool little system I got going on here, I think. Because they're like, all right, I got these 5 containers. We only need 4 for the output, but we'll actually only need 3 components for this build, which are the motors, rubber, and smart plating. These what are they called? Assemblers, manufacturers can take 4 inputs. So we kind of have this built up to where we can change this. So our 4th, which would usually be an item, is just being used for additional overflow. And then our regular overflow is overflow as well. And it just makes the rounds and uses these smart splitters to put everything down their own independent aisles. And actually, I want to do something here because I don't like the way I did this. And hopefully this works. Because I want this to be the same. Okay. Okay. We're going to freeze frame here. All right, so I want the input to come in on the side, not on the front. Okay, and the concern here is that it's going to like clip. Okay, that looks like it's gonna do what we want it to do. Okay. And then we just need to we're out of materials, so I need to go get some. Let me reset. I just want to make sure you guys aren't hearing any. It's computer moved all my stuff around and I can't even see if I'm muted or anything. This is one of the stupidest things, dude. I don't know why it's doing that. I got that. I can't see my chat here, which is awesome. Whoever subbed, I appreciate it. I can't see chat right. This stupid thing, man. It won't. It changed the orientation of my monitor for just the mouse, so it's moving my mouse side to side when I'm moving it. Let me see. The screen may freeze for a second. Somebody subbed. I appreciate it. Thank you for your sub. I can't see anything right now because this computer's just being a jerk. I can't see chat. I could hear the let me just try to put it back in the standard 3-screen mode. Okay, it flipped my monitor for whatever reason. Let's revert. See if this fixes it. Nope, did not fix it. Why? Display settings, and it opens the display settings on the monitor that I can't make any changes. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on. It's on. It should be, it says it's landscape. So why is it treating it like, I'm going to switch it again. I'm going to tell it to keep it. Then I'm going to put it back to landscape. Gunpowder, Bestie, thanks for that sub. I appreciate it. Still not, why? This is like literally pissing me off. Why is it doing this? This doesn't make any sense. I might have to reboot my streaming rig, which means I'm going to have to cut stream, which try not to do. Where is, all right, I'm going to kill that. I may just turn off that freaking monitor. Just I forgot I had chat up on my laptop, so I can see chat there. So 15 months. Gunpowder, I appreciate it. Thank you, Bestie. Subscribe this time, but last time I tried for 3 months. Yeah, it's still a bean because right. So you still only get one for each month. And it's just the because it says it still counts your, it still lets you share it on your anniversary basically. So that fixed it, bro. Oh, so that's okay. I was getting worried that I was gonna have to like cut stream to be able to get this working. Okay, that worked. We're in good shape. I tested a landscape monitor once. And I put my monitor, like sideways rather than, straight across. And I ended up not liking it. But now every time it changes, every time my second monitor comes unplugged because it's really loose, because the HDMI port's like messed up. Every time it comes out of socket, it pushes that monitor back to landscape. And even though it goes back to portrait, it still keeps the mouse orientation landscape. So I'm trying to move on the monitor right and left. It's moving up and down. It's like opposite. And it's like, yeah, it's a whole thing. But now it's working. So now I can stop griping about it. I hope your week was great. I know ours had challenges, but we got through it. Yeah, I hate it because I messed up once and that cable got caught on something and pulled that port down. And I don't want to pay to have the port fixed. I know somebody who can do it, but it's going to be kind of expensive. But I just have to make sure it stays plugged. And it got caught on the capture card for my main cam here, right here. And so when I went to unplug the cam, it unplugged it also, and it just threw everything, it's just haywire. Yesterday felt like it was never ending. Today I did a bunch around the house. I'm finally able to sit down and enjoy the rest of them. That's good. Yeah, you know about the week that I had. I told you all about the hospital, and then she had another hospital visit last night, but it sounds like they think she's just like stressing out when she's driving for some reason. But she didn't get admitted to the hospital last night. And so she's thinking she's just probably not going to drive very much, or except for when she has to. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Sound good, guys? Everything sound all right? I figured out my audio issue from last time too. It when I plugged everything back into everything, it switched my audio output from my main computer, and on the streaming rig, so all of the audio that would normally come through my headset wasn't. So that was fun. Sounds good here. Thank you. Yeah, this is the pregnant daughter. She gave me the name of something that they thought that she had, which is basically like high blood pressure during pregnancy because of pregnancy. They don't really think that's it. They just think that she's like, when she's driving home from work, she's like stressing out because Dallas traffic is crazy. Because that's basically what happened. And yeah, no, and that's what I told her. I talked to her earlier, basically before stream, and I was like, yeah, you may not even realize it's stressing you out that much, and it actually is. Actually, we're going to pull these back. We're going to use our little system here for distribution, and we're just going to put everything. I'm just going to distribute everything properly. Did I cry because McDonald's didn't give me my extra pickles? Pregnancy is wild. Yeah, I wouldn't know, man. I don't have the plumbing, so I've been on the receiving end of it, which wasn't too bad, really. It's one of the most random shit, yeah, for sure. So basically, it's going to rely on this guy to make everything. Did motors not come through? Why did I put motors in there? Are we short on motors? We only have 15 of these engines to build. We got all the motors out of there. There's motors in here. You know what probably happened? I'm dumb. That's what happened. I need to copy the configuration of this switch here. Because I rebuilt this one and I didn't fix it. So that's what happened. Okay, let's try this again with... I used to stream on Fridays every week. Maybe I'll start doing... Sorry to Mama Goof. I might actually start doing that again. Did I not do it? Motors. Yeah, what's the orientation of this thing then? This is the input. 3 outputs. It should output motors here. It just like didn't do it. I forgot what I want to play. I really wanted to re-download Modern Warfare 3, but no, I just want a relaxing game. Yeah, I was having issues with Fortnite actually. Fortnite was blue screening my whole computer. Well, I say Fortnite, but it was really the Epic launcher that was doing it. I had to, and I mean, mind you, this is like a freshly built PC software wise. Like everything is fresh and new. And it kept saying my downloads of Fortnite were corrupted. And then anti-cheat kept popping up. Like when I joined chat with y'all last night, or voice chat, I planned on like trying to play with y'all, but it was doing that crap. So I was like, you know what? And then I actually ended up getting it fixed, and you guys were already out of there, and I started playing with the Mustache and Mike. And Little C actually joined in too, which was pretty fun. What's up, Brian? Welcome in, man. So these should be making, this should make 15 of these. It looks like we're still short on motors though. And smart plating. How are we short on smart plating? We made like exactly what we needed. Put rubber over here. I don't want to have to make more smart plating because it's kind of a pain. Ended up having a storm come through. I had to wake. Yeah, we probably gonna have one come through here in a little bit. So if stream abruptly ends or something, that's why. It technically shouldn't. We should end up going to battery backup, but still has that like period where it'll be switching to generator if anything happens with power. But you never know what's gonna happen with like that or the internet. Even though I have backup 5G, so I have backups for everything, man. It would be a good test if it happened, but I would prefer it not to. So this is pumping these out, but it's only going to build one more. And it needs to build 13 more. See these modular motors that we're packaging for up here. I have 6 of them. Of the 1500 volt, the $200 ones that we bought when we moved in this house. Yeah, we spent some money because I've always wanted to do it, and I was like, that was the time to do it. I mean, I would definitely recommend getting one because they also do power conditioning. And if you read the label on them, what's up, B? Being better early and fortunate enough to catch a stream. Let's go, me. How you doing, man? It's good to see you, dude. But yeah, because they do power conditioning, so you know you're less likely to short your PC out on one of those things. And also, there's coverage. You got surge coverage. Some of them are like 10 grand, some of them are 100 grand. But where if you do get a surge and it fries your stuff, you can file a claim with them and get your money and rebuild your system. So there's a lot of value in those. In the APC ones specifically have those coverage. Those are the ones that I have the most experience with professionally. And so the only thing is you have to replace the batteries could be about half of what the thing is, and usually every 2 to 5 years you got to replace those things. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's such a big investment, especially now with the way prices are, that especially before those things go up, you may want to stick a little more investment in there. All right, I'm kind of annoyed right now because I built out these perfectly, and I don't know if this thing bugged or if I miscounted or what. I mean, I used the game's counting tools to count it, so I don't know why I would have miscounted. It said I needed. All right, so. Yeah, chilling and updating some things for stream. Follower sub, resub, get sub. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. Getting all that stuff lined out. Halfway through the images, and sound bites are up next. Yeah, and it's when you work full time too. It's like hard to keep up with some of this stuff. There's so much stuff I want to do on stream and changes I want to make, but it's like I just don't have the time to do it. All right, so we need to make, I got to figure out how many we need to make because we're 12. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to wipe our list here. We need 12 more modular engines. So let's add up 12. Okay. We're going to pull all of our materials that we had here. Okay, so we have plenty of motors and plenty of rubber. So we need 12. We need to make, because I don't have these in production, so I have to hand make these. We need 24 of these smart plates. Okay, so we need to go get 10 rotors, and then I'm just gonna craft them myself. It's the only reason I like using AI. Yeah, I mean, honestly I've gotten to use it less and less because I'm finding it to be less and less reliable. And that's like both professionally and your rotors are on stage 2, iron stage 2 floor. Should be on this side. Yeah. Should be here. We don't need we only need 10, but we're just gonna pull a stack. It's gonna replenish it really quickly anyway. Let's go to the top floor where our craft bench is. Went to it today for sure. GPU has been on something. Yeah, well, they just changed a lot of the logic in GBT with the legal stuff that came out, that it's not allowed to give legal advice, medical advice, or some other advice. So they've had to like basically crunch down its logic. And I primarily use Gemini because I have a Gemini Pro license through work, and I've gotten to really like it in Notebook LM. Because with Notebook LM, you could build an AI notebook, and you tell it what sources to look at, so it doesn't go out there and look at bullshit sources. And so whether it's web pages, whether it's, whatever. And then it'll create diagrams, and it'll create like audiobooks and all kinds of stuff for you. It's really cool. I use it a lot for work, for presentation stuff. All right, so we needed oh, we can't make these by hand either. That's right. We have to have this thing crunch these. Yeah, and it's Notebook LM, it's like free, but it's like very limited, and then the Pro you're able to add more sources and stuff. I think I can add up to 75 sources per notebook. But it helps me when I'm working on projects for work. I'm just trying to keep everything together, and then it has a running prompt too, and you could tell it, hey, search the web for this, and it'll only go that route if you tell it to. All right, so I'm going to change the recipe on this thing to the smart plating. So what do we need? We need 24 of these plates. They split. Drop those in there, and then we need 24 routers or rotors. I mean, yeah, it's 24 rotors. What's up, Haas? How you doing, man? Yeah, 24. So I'm gonna split this out to a 24 stack. I got really close to playing Windrose tonight. It's going all right, man. How you doing? I got really freaking close to playing Windrose tonight. I kind of want to play it off stream first. Some more. I did play it that one time when I played the yeah, but it's hard disk, so hard disks have a higher failure rate because it's moving parts. And there are lots, and they're extremely slow. You probably wouldn't even get to use it that much. It would probably just drag your stuff down so bad. The absolute best way to update storage on a PS5 is getting an M2 drive, and they're stupid easy to install. But they come with a price tag. I mean, unfortunately, and they're going up, so we've had two failures on M.2 drives in my household in the last month, and that was between mine, which you need to screw everything up on my PC, that completely caused me to, kind of deck it out from an operating system standpoint. And the Mama Goose second drive died too, and hers was a Samsung M2 990 Pro, and hers and that thing, when I pulled it out to because it had been reporting that a failure was imminent for a little bit, and I pulled it out to clone the disk to another disk, and it pulled in like the file structure, but the files are empty. It's like it wouldn't pull it in, and so it's basically hosed. I need to check on the warranty on that one, so maybe we can get some money back or something. But I doubt it's still under warranty. With 1 terabyte, I at least have 2. I don't remember what I put in my PS5 Pro. I think I put a 2 terabyte in my PS5, the launch one that is now basically Little C's PS5, and I think I put 2 in my. Pretty sure I put 2 in my Pro also. I mean, honestly, because it's such a pain to swap out drives, especially like on those, I would just wait longer and save up and get a bigger drive. You get the 2 terabyte. Because you're not going to be happy with it if you don't do that. Because you can't, I mean, you can't really do much with the other drive. You get an enclosure and USB it or whatever, but you're going to end up spending more money in the long run. I mean, that's just my take on it. All right, so did we build 5 of these for some reason? Oh, we're still waiting on more of these to be built. Did we build enough? Or am I just impatient? I think I'm just impatient. Yeah, I'm impatient. Speaking of being patient and waiting for stuff, here I am over here being impatient as all get out. I want to get phase 3. I want to get to complete phase 3, man. I've been on phase 3 for way too long. All right, we're just going to load these in here and let this start producing more modular engines. Because you should have enough of the other materials at this point. So pulls are on sale. Don't you have a pool? Or do you need a new pool? What's up, Biz? How you doing, man? I want to swim, dude, and it's gonna rain tonight. It's gonna mess up our pool again, and we need to get a new brush to like clean it or something. Because it's like most of the water's clear, but it's like green around the edges. Of course, Mama Goof, who pretty much maintains the pool for us, has been gone for a week, so not much has happened. We want to get one a bit bigger. That's cool. Good, bro. I think House Satisfactory is going pretty good, man. I'm just trying to build more stuff. I mean, I got this. I'm about to start working on some train stuff, which I'm super excited about because I'm kind of a train nerd. And I haven't been able to do trains in this since early access, so we'll see how that goes. This big area right here, we're going to fill this in, basically. And we're going to start building centralized storage, because I'm tired of having to go all over the map to get stuff. But then we're going to have to also channel conveyors in with stuff from the different production points to be able to do that. Which is a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. All right, so we got about 10 more of these to build. Thank you guys for those coming back from the ad break. And we're just feeding the beast right now. Once he gets those 10, then we can start building the next thing, which is these control units, which we have to build 100 of. And that'll complete phase 1. We have the wiring, we have the circuit boards. I need to find out if we've done the frames. I don't think we have. I think I still need to do the frames. Yeah, this game is kind of addictive. Okay, so I have all these circuit boards I made. We have the wiring. I think we still need to build the frames, which I have to use these large manufacturers because they have multiple inputs. They have 5 or 4 inputs each. I think I have to use these to make those, and then we have to use those to make the control units so that we can send them up the space elevator to bring our little station up there to the next phase. Yeah, I'm not separating these out because I don't want it to, I don't really have enough for one thing. And there's so many different ways to do things, like, and nobody's really wrong. I mean, unless it just doesn't work. And that's what I like about it, because you and I can be doing the same thing and do it, or you, me, and like a million other people can be doing the same thing, and we can all do it a different way. I think that's one of the cooler things about it. I opened my Coke and somehow I got Coke on my thumb, and I don't know, bro. It's just one of those days. All right. Also, we have alien technology to continue to research. It's a drug abuse. Coca-Cola Zero, as a matter of fact. Not the. I can't afford that other stuff, man. I'm just a lowly old security engineer. I feel like now I should just play Drug Dealer Sim and just get it over with. I still haven't played Schedule 1, even though I downloaded it to play it with Gunpowder and then that one night, and I never got to play it because I think they were already over it by the time I came around. Yeah, I haven't played it at all, but I played Drug Dealer Sim and Drug Dealer Sim 2, and it seems like it's about the same, only it's just more like wacky cartoony than Drug Dealer Sim was. Dying Light 2 off stream. Dying Light is that more like a horror type game? Someone always takes off to do something, and then I wait and wait and wait, and then they don't come back. Dang, man, it's like, that reminds me. All right, so this is kind of unrelated, but that reminded me of something because, like, you know, me and Little C, you know, she's 11. We've been basically home, just the two of us all week. Because Mama Goof has been off in Dallas for work, and then she stayed an extra day because of the stuff going on with the oldest. And I cooked. I was cooking, and she wanted mac and cheese. She wanted, you know, Kraft mac and cheese. So I went to the grocery store and I got some milk, specifically milk, and some other stuff. And I got home and I'm getting everything together to cook. And she was asking me what I got at the grocery store. And I said milk. And she looks at me and she goes, "Well, thanks for coming back." Because of all the dads that go get milk and don't come back. Oh, this kid, man. I'll tell you, it was pretty funny. So, what's up, Phantom Brian? How you doing, man? She definitely gotten quite the sense of humor on her. I don't know where she's gotten any of this stuff from. I really don't. I'm at a loss over it. We have 5 more of these to do. This machine has 5 more of these to do. Yeah, song requests are on, guys. Whatever you guys want to listen to. It's Songify, so it's exclamation point SR, and then you could try artist and title, but track leak from Spotify works best. It's gonna take it forever. We got 4 left. 4 left to build. I also need to build out for these two. Gonna have horses you can ride. I think I might try and get back in that game. Yeah, I was like super into that game for a while, and then I actually got overwhelmed because I got too much inventory, and I just got tired of dealing with the inventory, and I stopped playing. May 12th. Like all my storage is full, and it's like stuff I don't want to get rid of, but it's like a new map, probably like a new area or something. So we have 4 left. We have enough here for 3. Did I miscount again? Was there? No, there's not 2 more in there. This already built all of its stuff. Have Outlaw Tom. What are you up to, man? No Friday streaming, MFer. I hope your day went well, man. I hope everything went all right at the DMV, that they finally took away your license and told you can never play Truck Sim again after seeing some of your clips. That would be healthy for all of us. I didn't miscount. It's just it takes these a little while to get counted in there, I guess. We're good, man. We're good. This is going to finish. And so our next step is to start getting ready for... let's see. Let's clear our to-do list. So we're going to add to this list. We need 100 of these bad boys. So we need 200 computers. We need 100 heavy frames. I need to build the heavy frames and the computers. In a game on Steam called Barn, you watch a family through cameras and decide if strange events occur. Some of the stuff people come on. Day was good, man. Tired, but today was good. How you feeling? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Oh, 8 a.m. It looked like Barn, dude. I even have the literally, I swear to God, that said Barn. I was like, why is it called Barn, bro? Why is it called 8 a.m.? I mean, what's up? What's up, Muzzle Crayon? How you doing? I will start spelling Barn. Like, okay, you do that. You do that. I promise you, I thought that said Barn, man. Oh, man. Look, I am literally half blind. I have a whole eye patch over here I can put on to prove that, okay? So at least I have an excuse, you know? At least I have an excuse. All right, we got the engines, which you can't see it because of the bean counter. So I'm up to 6 now. I got to eat 6 beans for you guys. I'm the one over here wearing glasses. Well, like my left eye is good. It's my right eye that sucks. And they told me, they gave me a glasses prescription for my glasses, and then told me that it's just like standard procedure for them to do that. That they admitted that the glasses weren't going to do any good. because it's my vision of that eye is just straight up blocked by a membrane right in the middle of the freaking pupil. All right, so next up. So this needs 100 frames. We really should build 200 frames because we need it also for our milestone as well as our objective. So 200 frames, 200 heavy modular frames. Okay. We're going to clear this. Let this do math for us. 200. Yeah, we need to get a lot of goods. I don't know if I'm going to have that many screws, though. I feel like I'm going to have all the other materials, though. Because I don't have that much storage for screws. I'm going to clear my inventory except for fuel so that I can still continue to fly my jetpack. So... frames. So I think I'm going to go look at the screw situation first, since that's the only one I think that's at risk of being short. Okay, so that's going to be on... my little elevator music. That's a stage 1 iron item, which is kind of like I gotta fly over everything to get to because of all this stuff going on here. So we have a container of screws here, but I know this is not 24,000. There's no way. Yeah, this is like half. So that's half. That's enough for 100, basically. So yeah, I know I'm going to need more screws. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back over here. I am going to we're going to scrap this container. Okay. For a reason, we're going to build a bigger container. I don't have the materials for a bigger container because I dumped all my materials over there. So bear with me, folks. Jetpacks are cool. I just need iron, or not iron, but steel. No, my stuff's over here. Okay. We need steel pipes and steel beams for this. So for now, we're only going to build 100. Because I think that's all we're going to have. Yeah, because we have enough for that. Okay. And then let me get this other built out. I gotta recall the elevator. Way better now that I've eaten. My stream went for 3 hours. Nice. What did you eat? If you don't mind me asking. Oh man, my not all my stream, my chat stuff is switched over because of the issue from earlier. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. But yeah, the barn game. Okay, I think I'm caught up. All right, I didn't miss anything. I hope. Okay, what were we doing here? We need to go down to stage 1. Severe thunderstorm watch. Like I said, guys, if I suddenly vanish, then, well, something's hit the fan. I'm gonna move this thing out. I'm gonna put this right here. Dang it! Dude, I'm screwing up here. Do I have materials to do any of these? Okay, we're gonna do the slow one. And then I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna go get the materials to upgrade it. Apparently I'm a dumb shit. Yeehaw. We also need nothing in there. We need these. On the back side, just like we did to get over here rather than calling the elevator. I need to finish out some of this stuff. Okay, we're going to upgrade this to Mark 4 so it's super fast. There we go. So hopefully that fills up so we can get another 12,000 screws. Ow. Okay, now we gotta throw everything back in here so I can keep this stuff from interfering with what I'm trying to do here. So over here, first off, we need these to make heavy modular frames. We're going to copy, paste to this machine, paste to this machine. Why did it take 9 rubber from me? Or give me 9 rubber. Oh, because there was 9 rubber sitting in that machine. Let me change the recipe. Let me, there we go. Alright, so these are 4 parts. So what we need to do, we're going to take this smart splitter. We're going to change this to frame, modular frame. Okay, we're going to change this one to steel pipe. We're going to change this to encased industrial beams. Okay. And then this one to screws. Do I want? Just leave it that way. Alright, so we need to copy this smart splitter to this guy and to this guy. We got these two set up. Third one. Okay, so we did do that one. Paste that to that one. Paste that to that one. The only difference is this one I'm going to have to do differently. I'm going to do that this way. Okay. Smart splitter. Smart splitter. All right. Freeze it. Okay, we got a line there, but it's not flowing, so. You guys can do X5 to do 5 fishing casts at one time. You scoot that over. I should get a line there too. I do. Ooh. I'm doing pretty good, man. Glad the week's over. Of course, a busy week, but lately that seems to be all they are. And I need some more industrial beams. My personal stash. I think we're in here. Okay. The wrong one. I'm fixing this so that... Does that line up? I think it does. It does. Okay. Make sure I don't have that one set up yet. I have it set up here. Control C. Control V. Control V. Okay. So overflow is going to go out there. Screws are going to go there. Sweet. I'm just going to kind of QC what I did. Frames going on that one. Steel pipes there. Base industrial there. Frame. Rubber. Cool. What's up, Guana? How you doing? Alright, cool. How are you doing, my dear friend? Is your husband still in Seattle or did he come back? So I think this first one, since we have screws already, we're gonna do screws here. You're good, thank you. He's in Vegas. Yeah, I may have said it backwards. My bad. I knew he's in Vegas. I said Seattle. I didn't mean to say Seattle. I'm gonna copy that for formatting. This thing is going to go to screws. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a brain for it. All right, we're gonna do steel pipes here. Steel pipe. Let's keep these labeled so I can keep track of everything. We're updating the flow here. Okay. This one's going to be encased industrial beams. These guys. Can't wait to get to like nuclear power in this. I've never gotten to nuclear power. Okay. Cool. Hung out with my friend today and being with his wife tomorrow. That's cool. I didn't realize you guys knew each other like off stream. That's cool. Like IRL. Okay, and then this should be. I already did screws. I did steel pipe. I did encase industrial beams twice. I should have just did these in order. Okay. Yeah, him and his wife are my best friends. That's cool. Like, I don't think any of my actual friends even know what Twitch is, except for maybe one, and that was the guy who talked me into even doing Twitch. That I used to work with at my last job. That's still pipe. That's beams. So this should be the regular modular frames. Okay. No, that's not it. That's it. Modular frame. Okay. And then we're set there. And then this is just an overflow so that in case things get stopped up, it doesn't stop the line from running. Trying to stay busy. How was your day? My day was okay. Probably the most uneventful day of the week, to be honest with you. The daughter had to go back to the ER last night. I think she's just having like stress when she's driving, and her blood pressure is like spiking, and so because they don't really have any answers for her, so they're like, because she just starts seeing like white flashes and stuff. So Mama Goof finally made it home yesterday. So just chilling. I need to check the weather here, see if we got storms moving in right now. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch, I think it said. Some storms to the north of us. They said it'd be between 9 and 10 when we start getting some really bad storms this way. I think it's kind of not close to us. All right, so this process, we have the screws. This is the screw. We have extra of those. How do we get extra of those? Everyone who has speech pattern triggers for seizures. Yeah, she's not having seizures. She's just like starting having like light flashes. She's pregnant. So she threw a big word at me that basically just means like high blood pressure during. Yeah, it looks like it might, but it's also like moving kind of weird when I looked at the radar. So it's like kind of moving this direction, but it doesn't look like it's, like you said, it doesn't look like it's really going to do anything here. All right, so let's drop these screws in, even though they're not going to do anything initially because it needs the rest of the materials, but Ace gets too pattern-like, she gets seizures. She told me the word, and honestly, even if you told me the word, I wouldn't know what the word was. So that potentially could be the word. I thought it started with a C though, but I wouldn't like bet on that. And pre-eclampsia, maybe it was that pre-eclampsia. Yeah, see, she knows. So the next material we're going to get are let's go ahead and get the frames and the beams because we should be able to carry those in one trip. So encased industrial beams going to be, no, they're not going to be in this building. Frames and steel pipes are. Okay, so we need 2,000 of these. So basically 10 stacks. Okay. And then we need the frames, which should be in the stage 2 floor. Okay. Oh, I didn't put that one this way. So we need 10 of these. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we need the beams. The beams are somewhere else. So we're going to go to the hypertube level. But then on our way home from work yesterday, I started having the flashes of light in her vision again. Yeah, I called her and talked to her earlier. I also told her about that crazy Cobra amount on the insurance. Like this fetus doesn't move as much as my toddler did. Makes me worry. Can't wait for the next checkup to make sure she's okay. Yeah, that would be scary. Maybe this one's a little more passive. Yeah, that's true too. I do hope everything's all right. We're here. Let's go ahead and go down to the floor level. Yeah. Do not worry about a thing. 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have all the materials. It's so hard not to though, but well, for one thing, I woke up this morning. I got another day to try everything again. Another day to right my wrongs. All that stuff. Like I guess I don't really see it as like a whole bunch of like blessings. There's just like a million micro blessings in a day. Just little things that we kind of forget to look for. If that makes sense. All right, so this is where we put the steel pipes. Okay. Throw those in there. Encase industrial beams, we throw those in there. And the frames. Okay, that's all done. Now we gotta do more stuff. So all that stuff's gonna go in there. It's gonna start producing our frames. It's gonna stop here though, because I told it to. Yeah. Yo, what's up, 901? How you doing, man? Good to know Mama more. I'm sure she's wonderful. She's better than wonderful. I definitely don't deserve her. We're going to take all of these. So these are going to get stopped because this thing is instructed only to proceed with the engines. And we need these to go off to the side here. Why is this not lining up at all? Freeze frame. Oh, that's kind of weird. Can you like change? Okay, there's the nudge. Okay, and then we're gonna let those heavy modular frames go this way. Ban. Yeah, Siri bot. You got it. So we're gonna make 100 of those. We're gonna want to make 200 of them eventually. So this is kind of how things are working. It's filling up this. All right, what's going on here? This is still rubber. This doesn't need to be rubber. This is supposed to be pipes. That's left over from the last run, and there's still like rubber in here, and that's got to go away. Hopefully there's not another in there that I can't see, because that happens sometimes. Okay. That was a mistake on my part. I'll hit that. It'll start feeding those in there. Yeah, there's another piece of... Okay, well, let me grab it. Get a dorm. Where did my friend Haas go? He was just here a second ago. So frames appear to be the thing that's overabundant. Let me make sure I didn't mess up any more of these lines. Okay, so here we have frames. Yep. Here we have pipes. Yep. Here we have, yep. Here we have screws. Yep. Frames. Pipes. I'm gonna rebuild this because sometimes it likes to bug out. Okay. Those are all good. We got frames. This one's wrong too. It's supposed to be pipes, and there's... See, that's the thing, is like that'll hold up the whole line too. Okay. Still pipes, encased beams, and screws. Okay. That's basically gonna do is the first one's gonna fill up. And then once this guy fills up, which it's a 200 stack limit, then it'll start filling up the next one. But it's also producing at the same time as long as it has the materials for everything. Which this one is not producing for some reason. Right, we have frames. We have pipes. It's short on screws. It's waiting on screws. Okay. Yeah, screws is probably what's going to hold these up the most. Because there's 120 per item. What's up, Sprinkles? How you doing? I'm out in my kitchen with a stranger cleaner called Pine Sweep. It looks like blue hair gel. Oh. I got nothing. I got nothing. So once this guy fills up, then it's already putting some stuff out here. We got 6 of them. We only need 200. When it's all said and done. But we'll let these go. Then we'll need to build you, Ray. Where were you when where were you? I started to cry. Are you crying? Never mind. It's probably I mean, unless you want to tell me. I don't like to use punctuation, especially with Haas. Hiding. He gives me poop about it. We gotta figure out how to like get a bat poop crazy replacement for your stuff. So these will just keep working until it's done. So I need 100 computers, which actually I think I need 150 computers. Let's look. I don't need this anymore. Well, I kind of do, but I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay. We got the adaptive control units. We need 200. So we need 300 computers. So if we build 300 computers, let's look at the materials for that. No, that's not what I was doing. So if we did 300, we would need 1,200 circuit boards. I think I made 1,300 circuit boards for some reason. Let's store these, so I don't want to make it hard on myself here. I need one computer. Well, it's not the same thing, Hoss. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 1,300 circuit boards that we already built. Did I overproduce circuit boards? No, something's not right. Let's edit this. Let's clear this list. So we need 100 of these. So that's 200 computers. And for our okay, well, I guess I just need 300. So interesting. Obviously, I mean, it's not a bad thing that I made too many, but so 300. So we need plastics. That's gonna be the next big thing that we produce here. We've only produced 12 of these so far. This production line is not as efficient as it needs to be. I feel like I need to do something else with it. Maybe a split down. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, actually. Because I can make this more efficient. Okay, we've cleared out our inventory. I just want my fuel for my jetpack. So we're gonna build like this little distribution network of stuff here. All right. Which I need materials to do this, and so I'm kind of a dummy sometimes. Don't realize that. Okay. Store all here. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. Okay. Get rid of this. And then subsequently change this. Okay. What materials do we have? Okay. I'm going to go get my stash. Gotta be very careful so I don't mess up my counts. So I think this is what happens a lot of times. I mess up my counts here. Take everything. Okay. Dude, why did it switch fuel on me? Did I put my fuel? I put the my fuel in here like a dummy. That's why. Okay. That other fuel is very weak. That's why. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put a dumb splitter here. And then we're going to put a merger on this end. Let's see how this is going to work. So this is going to connect here. And it's going to do just an even split of these lines. It doesn't like that because these are so close. Okay. Well, it's just going to have to clip. It's just going to have to clip. This is going to be a nightmare. This was a good idea until it wasn't. It's because I need to collect the output from here. And so this has to go like this. Then I have to connect the output from here. And then the output from here, but I don't need to erase it. And then we take a merger. So it's going to merge down to there. That's going to merge down to there. God, this looks so sloppy. I'm going to have to redo all of this after this is done. But I'm just trying to improve distribution. Okay. Of this cycle. So it's just like that. Okay. The idea is that it starts distributing things down and gives more of an equal distribution to each machine. And then it brings them back here in a merge situation. And the reason I do this is so that it doesn't get caught up on the overflow of one item, and then it cycles it back through. It just basically cycles it back through its original storage and then redistributes it again until it actually finally uses it. Since some items, since the items need so many of these and then a different number of these and a different number of these, it kind of keeps everything flowing. I'm here listening to you, but I need my hand. That's cool. I appreciate you being here, Guano. And so I like how I did this. I just don't like how it looks. I need to separate once this process is done, I'll probably separate these out a little bit. But what this is going to do is it's going to give all three of these more of a chance to get completely stocked enough to produce what they need to produce. Rather than it waiting for this one to fill up, and then once that's full, then this one will fill up, and then this will refill, and then this one doesn't really get much, never gets enough product to produce. This will evenly distribute the output to all three of them, or try to. So this is just it's a way to get these through here. So hopefully this speeds up our production a little bit. We got 15 produced. We still need what, 85 more. So while these are working, you look at that computer production. So we have 100 too many circuit boards, and that's okay. We need to get cable and plastic. I'm going to store all of these. Except for... like this one's green, which means he's actually able to build one. Which he did. But yeah. I just need to space this stuff out a little bit. Okay. And we'll do that after this is done. Alright, so we're gonna go get the cable. We're gonna start prepping for the next big build. Cable should be right here. Need 2400 cable. So that's what, 12 of these stacks. You can see as soon as I started doing that, these started flying in here and it's producing more. Okay. Ugh. This is where I'm staging up stuff for my builds. All right, so that. So we have the cables. Now we need plastic. 4,800 plastic. Hopefully we have enough plastic. Because we cleaned it out pretty recently. It's all the way across the map, so I get to see more of the factory. Some of the far reaches where we had to do our oil production. Or we're drilling for crude oil and converting it to fuels, plastics, and rubber. And resin and taking the byproducts and reproducing those into fuel. It's not letting me switch this. I don't know why. It's annoying. Being really kind of bouncy. We also have fuel generators down here, so we've got some electrical generation going on. It's contributing to the power grid. There we go. Down here. Let's see if we have 4,800 plastic. We might. Cool. Yeah, we need to do some munition builds here because we have our basically our gunpowder. Then we have this other black powder that we can use in certain explosives. And we're gone. It's so crazy that there's no structural integrity in this, so you can just kind of build in the sky without worrying about the gravity that's affecting your character, but not affecting your structures. Although I would like to try to make things look a little more realistic, even though they don't have to be. Just because, I don't know. Like, if you're going to do it, might as well do it right, you know? Spent a lot of time building this stuff out and enjoyed just about every minute of it. You got sulfur coal and compacted coal. You got loops on loops. been rebuilding this stuff like several times because I was very insistent on my transport, the hyper tubes, the tubes I'm transporting in to be on the very top always, and everything, and all the goods that we're transporting to be below it. And then there's two lines down here that are still empty because those are what I'm going to do to pull into my central storage area. So we haven't configured those just yet. Nope, we went too far. And it wouldn't let me switch it. So we have our plastic. We're going to dump it in another container. We could dump it in this one. Okay. Could have dumped it in that one. Okay. Just sort of using these to keep all of my queued up pieces for this process in here. I got 20 done. These take a little bit to produce. I could overclock these machines and increase it, but these are just like sitting here waiting for stuff anyway. Like I knew screws were going to be difficult. Get like one at a time. I could do priority. I could do priority, what you would call it, split, mergers. And like give priority to the screws across all of these to get in there. Like I said, it's 120 screws, and that's by far the most used item in the build. And so when you're only getting a few screws across there, it's not going fast. You notice no screws come on the return because they're eating them all up. It's like here, it's 120 screws per each. There's 128 now. We just built one, so now he's got to wait for that to be filled back up again. Like they're filled up, you know, they're pretty full and everything else. They're just waiting on screws. It's almost like I feel like I have to isolate screws. As long as everything stays flowing, and this is a dedicated server, so even when I sign off, this just keeps working. So, or if I play something else, once I set this up, it doesn't end when I exit. What is up with my cable? My headset cable got like stuck on my foot is weird. You know what? We got 1, 2, 3. I think part of the problem too is I put the I might change this actually. This is where the screws are at, but I could change this to be overflow. I still got stuff from the last build. You just have screws go out here. Is that gonna... try to get the screws to come out on this end. Maybe that'll help get the screws out more. Yeah, overflow. This is holding that up. Here's what's holding this thing up over here. I somehow have stuff in here that weren't part of this build. It's kind of frustrating. Take all this. That's where it was, right there. Rubber. We didn't have motors on this. Modular frames were definitely part of this. Modular frames are supposed to be going that way. So we have two of these here. We're going to add those back into here. That's two that we just picked up. You know, that cleared that up. If we have anything weird come out there. I made way too much of some stuff from that last one. So this isn't overflow, but this is any undefined. Because we shouldn't have motors. I obviously made some mistakes in this to get those items in there because they were left over from the last build. They were holding up some of this build. At least that gives them somewhere to be. I'll like build it out like this and let those. This is just overflow anyway. This should be any. Overflow. Steel pipe. Gonna scooted everything down a little bit. Still getting these things every now and then. It's wild. We really should have the overflow at this end because of the way this is designed, but as long as these are still flowing in and out, I guess it's all right. Let's see. Two of these green at the same time. And we're up to 30. Oh man. A little sleepy. All right. We got stuck there for a second. I even feel like I've been playing this for 2 hours. That's crazy. Time can go by in this game pretty quickly for me. Like, yeah, I like things that look realistic if I can. Yeah, this like drives me crazy. This clipping here. But I'm gonna be cleaning that stuff up. I don't even remember what. I don't even know when I muted myself, man. I've been sitting here probably talking for a while. I need like a big light, like a red. I didn't fart. I don't have gas. I need like a big old light, right? I don't even remember. That's the sad part. My potato brain doesn't even remember. No, it's I appreciate you being here even for a little bit. Just take care of your stuff. It's no big deal. There's no obligation to be here for anybody, but I do appreciate it. Your mustache hides your mouth movements. I didn't know you were muted. I need to trim my mustache, actually. I usually do it after I get a haircut. Yeah, Mama Goose is going to cut my hair tomorrow, so. Now it's working. Okay. How many of these we got? Ooh, we're on our second stack and we got 9 of them. Dang, we're flying now. Well, we need 100, so. Gonna drop these there. We actually need 200, but which one is this? Modular frames. We'll dump those there. Industrial beams will dump there. And the steel pipes will dump there. Sad violin. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. You have a great night as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in. I assume that you're probably not streaming until Mr. Guano's back. Still here. I had to snap on AI. That's how it was when Mama Goof was gone. It's like this house doesn't feel. It just feels so weird when we're away. Or the kids, I like any of us away. When the pack is broken up for a little bit. Anyways, Guano, take care of yourself. Love your face. Take care of the kid. Not that you don't, I'm just saying. So we're good here. Why'd you snap at AI? What did AI do this time? I think I could snap at AI. I wish they had these splitters where you can have a half splitter, half merger. It would have 2 inputs and 2 outputs. That would actually make this process a little easier. Guys, I'm going to take a break. And if you are subscribed to the channel, you're just going to see clips for a little bit. If not, you're going to get about 3 minutes of ads, and then you will get clips till I come back. So if I'm not back in 5 minutes, wait longer. still okay. Now I'm not muted. Sweet. What's up, everybody? We are back. Hope y'all are doing well. We're still producing stuff here. We're getting close to 100. I use the first 100 on the milestone, the second one for the production of the control units. What can I work on while this is going? I change the playlist. You're getting close. Let's grip metal. Curious what this looks like. An industrial metal looking thing. Asphalt, that's pure straight up concrete. So we need to drop this down. Two or three. I think we should do. Let's see what this looks like. We want to make sure that this will fit underneath here without clipping. It will not. Okay. So we need to know. How far does this have to go here? At the wall. Yeah, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. I do keep followers anonymous here, so I won't call you out by name. I do appreciate your follow. There's some information there that's printed out in stream about different ways to stay in contact with the community here. Definitely appreciate you coming in and hitting the follow button for sure. So I'm going to hit this. Is that the right way? Oh. Just have it continue. Hey man, how you doing? Just playing some games, man. Just chilling, playing some games. Nothing too exciting, you know. Let you stream and thought I'd jump in. I appreciate that. It's good seeing you, man. Replace these with this new stair design. Just one more. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how close that got. We better come visit you. I'm starting to figure stuff out, so it should happen. Oh yeah? Okay, so now since we got that part sorted, now up, I'm running out of concrete. I need to go check out my production anyway. Hey, we got our first 100 done, so gotta turn it into the machine. So what have you been up to? It always takes me a minute to realize who you are every time for some reason. I mean, it's like I recognize the name and I'm like, I know you, but I like more than Twitch know you. So we just need the 100 computers to finish this, and this is the last milestone for phase 3. Before we, and then I'm just working on producing stuff. This isn't a night I usually stream either. I might start streaming on Friday nights, but I usually don't because I just don't. Usually just during the week, usually not on the weekends unless I just have some extra time on my hands, which probably won't be this weekend. Yeah. I got super itchy. I check on these storms coming in. We're in a dangerous thunderstorm alert now. Oh, it's getting kind of close. It's moving this way now. Yeah. There's a lot of lightning. Well, the eye patch is still a thing. I just don't wear it as often because it does get kind of irritating. But I still have to wear it to drive, and oftentimes even when I play American Truck Simulator, I'll wear it because I still have I have a membrane over my vision in that eye. That's like I see little spots that aren't there, and it's distorted. But other than that, it's I mean the eye's the eye. It's not getting any better or worse at this point. It's kind of a it is what it is type thing. Yeah, we're seeing far better distribution this way. Yeah, it's just there's a membrane. They've peeled the membrane off of it twice in my 2 previous surgeries, and it keeps coming back. And it's just like it's right over the center of my vision, and being that eye dominant, it's really kind of a pain. But I mean, I still got my other eye. I'm not too worried about it. Could always be worse. We need to go get some more concrete for this little project here. I also need to just decide if I'm going to go another level down or if I'm just going to go the one and then start going just up. So basically where we're putting our little storage, which I don't know, it's going to be a lot. What's going on there? Oh, crap. This thing's all like wacky. It's like it built it through. Your niece that's 2 days younger than you is just got married and is pregnant. Sure, you probably heard by now. If not, you just found out. We got a bunch of concrete in here. Let's just grab all we can carry. The Mesa, I'm very happy for her. It's weird saying that I'm going to be a freaking grandpa, dude. It's so freaking weird. But that makes you like a great uncle? Wild, man. It's weird still when you say my niece is 2 days younger than me, and I've heard that yeah. I think it's freaking hilarious. Yeet. I don't know if you heard, I moved also. I don't live in Dallas anymore. I live out in basically the country. And these will be done. Yeah, we live 3 hours east of Dallas. We live close to Louisiana now. We live out in the piney woods of East Texas. Bought a house out here. Moved back in September. Well, we got a well, we were renting our place before, so just on that alone is a much better situation. Yeah, he's actually coming out here to visit next month. And see the new place and all that stuff. It's wild because he's actually been to the town we moved to. Like he recognized it when I told him the name of it. And someone had a... Yeah, it's Kim. Mama gives my wife. I usually don't try to use our real names on here. That was my bad. Yeah, she had a... It wasn't like an accident or anything. She has like a bone thing going on that's putting pressure on her Achilles, and it's like inflamed, so they had to like isolate it. Oh. So she's supposed to be, they said she's probably not going to need surgery. So that was good news because surgeries aren't cheap. Or fun, yeah. But they put her in a boot to isolate it, and she said it feels a lot better already. And she's supposed to be in the boot for like 3 weeks. And they gave her a steroid to help the healing, the inflammation or whatever. And then they're gonna check it again. And she's got like some basic like stretches and stuff she's gonna do. Yeah. She's got 1 week left in it. You know who that is? Mama Goof? If not, I'll just come in there and tell you. I'm sure you might be able to figure it out though. You can dox me. Well, I'm just trying not to dox me. In this age, any little bit of information is about anybody you're associated with. You can be dangerous on the internet. Yeah. It's a B-rad. Have you ever been called that before? You should change your Twitch name. All right, the question is, should I go down another 3 and add on to this? Can I change these walls? Ooh, concrete walls. Oh, that's big. Would you get out of the way, dude? Yeah, Malibu's most wanted, exactly. Go away. You too. Both of you. Get out of here. Get on out of here. Then they're starting. Your mom has already texted me to check in. Yeah, I may cut it short here in a minute because we got some really strong thunderstorms coming in. And I've already been live. How long have I been live? Almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. So that would be how low this next floor would go. I feel like, let's see how that would look. Okay, I'm going to have to cut down those trees. That's not a big deal though. That's not the edge though. The edge is over here. I just want to see if it hits these rocks any. If it does. No, it doesn't. We have another floor here. I need to check in with all you guys often, including our other brothers. Yeah, if you could ever get a hold of them. Just have another 20 or so minutes before it gets here. Yeah, it'll take me that long to raid out and everything. Just need to focus on what is directly under what I'm building here. A lot of brush here to deal with. Oh, why is it not on area mode? I think I've cleared most of the brush out that was rubbing up against that thing. This tree's gonna have to go. So, what I care about. I came down 3, right? Not 2. It looks like 2. Let's see. Let's put up another wall over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Three. This wall here. Let's see, like this is gonna hit here. So I'll just end this like here. Okay. Actually, no. I'll pull this all back one. I don't know if that's going too far or not. Guys, gonna hop out. Yeah, we get amazing night. Hey, you too, man. Take care of yourself. Don't be a stranger. Even if that was Dad's CB handle. Let's check on this production over here. And put that thing away. Doing all right. That's about halfway there. Go ahead and drop off all this stuff in our biofuel power plant. So all those and all those. That should be everything. I'll upgrade these. No, biofuels and our coal power plants, and then across the map is our what is this called? Turbo fuel. Can't believe these 4 here have been enough, have produced enough compacted coal for everybody. I may need to expand this footprint out at some point. No, that's not true because I got three other producers on the map too. So it's not just these guys. I forgot about those other ones. We got 250 in. Is that half yet? It's more than half. That's cool. As soon as it gets enough screws, it kicks in. Hey, Chad, I think that's what we're going to call it tonight. I'll look for somebody to raid out to. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's not a usual night I stream, but you may see me on some more Friday nights here soon. So once these credits run again, I will run through these. And thanks for moderators for helping out with the channel. Thanks for the new follow, the new resub. Everybody that came through and chatted, I appreciate it. Brian, you have a great weekend as well, my friend. We don't have a whole lot of viewers in here, so I'm probably just going to end the stream. But I do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Let me see. Who else is streaming, though? I can still raid out, I think. Let's see. What's he doing? I'm going to raid over to JB. Play him Stream Racer, as he usually does on his Texas Time channel. So you guys be sure to say hi to JB over there. There's some raid messages for you. Guys, have a great weekend as well. Brian, thanks, man. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys later. Next scheduled stream is Monday. Don't see any reason why that won't happen. But we'll see. Thank y'all again, and peace out. Take care.